Yo. We got a new interviewer, man, and introduce yourself to the world to let them know who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Artist from Columbus, Ohio. 18 years old. You can find me on IG at CBG TRILLY.
Cool.
On all platforms, all
Okay.
social medias.
Right. So, we just had a little connection, man. We just built a little bit, chopping it up with each other, man. For me to get familiar with you, to the ones that don't know, this is my first time meeting you in person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because this is my first time meeting you in person, and it's through an interview. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've heard your music. I've seen your buzz on your social media. You got a nice audience, man. A nice fan base.
Right.
And me personally, I feel like you can go somewhere with that, man. If you be consistent, you keep working. And to the ones, this is my personal question, and to the ones that don't know, what does CBG stands for? Just give us the breakdown of your name. What does the CBG stand for?
CBG stands for like Chopper Boys. Something me and my cousins, you know what I mean? We was rapping like when we was younger, and we came up with it. A little label that I'm building and stuff. They all not messing with it anymore, but I just like fuck it. I'm gonna make it my shit.
Yeah,
man.
just keep going. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Build it. We trying to build it pretty soon, hopefully in the years upcoming.
For sure. So, like I said, this is my first time actually meeting you in person, man. Like actually chopping it up with you. You know, we just had a little convo before the interview, but like, what music are you like? Okay, this is my thing, man. As far as I'm big on messages in the music, what would be your message in the music for people that's listening to you? What do you think their intake would be as far as if I hear your music? You know what I'm saying? Like if you hear a Biggie song, you automatically gonna know what type of person he is. If you hear NBA YoungBoy song, you know what type of person he is. You know what I mean? That's just with the generation now. So with your music, what can I take? You know what I'm saying? What can I get from your music as a message? What are you putting out there into the world for your music, from your music?
For real, I'm just making music for everybody. Like if you're going through something, I got music for that. If you want to party and stuff, get tea, you know what I mean? I got music for that. Mm-hmm. All that. I want everybody, you know what I mean? It's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe and what people feel from it, for real.
Now, with your music, I'm sure everyone's in tune with the music now. And for your age at 18, man, this is major to me because this is the youth is big right now in the industry with the music, with the acting. You know what I'm saying? The young crowd is major right now, but it's like everybody's grabbing onto the tree. You know, everybody's grabbing onto the tree. You know what I mean? As far as just riding a wave, man. Everybody they see an outlet big as music and they just go for it. So my question is, what separates you from the rest of the artists? You know, to make you stand out and to make a record label or a contract to be like, okay, that's the one. That's what I like to hear. That's it. What makes you stand out in your opinion?
Well, for real, like my flow, I try to switch it up as much as possible and not sound like anybody else.
Right.
Like my flow, as far as beat selections, different beats, you know what I mean? For real, overall, just everything. I try to be different.
For sure. You definitely the thing, like we were just talking about, man. You definitely, and I mean definitely, have to be versatile with the music that you're approaching with the generation now. You got to be versatile, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to switch it up and have a different sound, and just don't be repetitive with the music, man.
Right.
But my thing too is with the young generation, if you put out the right music, I feel like they could put out a good, so they could pick up on a good message.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you portraying out there, what you putting out there, and if a young kid see it, they might look up to you, or they might want to be inspired by you. Right. But my question is, do you think you have a good message or a bad message? Or what's your take on that?
To be honest, right now, I got a bad message. I'm not gonna lie, but as soon as I build my audience and my fan base, I'm gonna end up changing it. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm gonna have little ones listening to me and stuff like that.
For sure.
So like I'm gonna change it and to something positive. You know what I mean?
Now, what inspired you to get into music and so just create a passion for it? What inspired you to want to get into music, man, and to write music and want to, you know, start just jump into this lane? What inspired you to do that?
For real, my day one friends, the ones, they know who they are. I still talk to them, still see them. You know what I mean? Still run into them every now and then. And then my boys that I came up rapping with and shit. My nigga David King Fresh and Eastside, you know?
Yeah. So what, like, okay, so this is another question. Like, as far as who out of the people you with, you know, you said you was with, you still riding a wave with a CBG Trilly situation, and you like the other ones is like, man, we ain't with that. Who do you think is the most talented out of all of your peers? You know, including yourself. Out of everybody you hang with and, you know, kick it with, who do you think is the most talented to be in the music world, to have a good sound?
For real. Like, I ain't gonna do it to him. I would say me, but like, I'm not the type of person to say, oh, I'm that nigga. Like, I'm hard and shit. I'm not all like that, for real.
Gotta have confidence though, man. Right. You gotta believe in your music as well.
Right.
You gotta love your sound.
It's just like, I'm not the type of person to be like, to tell somebody. I want to see what the people think first. Right. Like, I want to know what the people think about my music, and they'll tell it right there. Like, is he hard or not?
Okay. For real. Definitely, yeah.
My boys, but as far as my boys and shit, they working and shit. You know what I mean? They just gotta work harder. They gotta push themselves as hard as I push myself. Yeah. And that's all. And I always try to tell them that, to keep their head up and shit like that. You know what I mean? Right. Like, y'all gonna get there if y'all keep working and shit. That's why my boys know, anybody around me, I aspire them to go harder at the shit.
Yeah. Always. Now, what would you, to anyone that's listening to your music or became a supporter, became a listener, or became part of your audience, like I said, you got a big following on your social media. You got a big audience, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a wide variety of ones that's listening, even if they ain't listening or paying attention.
Right.
They see. Right. They hear, word of mouth, anything. You know, what would, to the ones that's coming up or to the ones around your age or your generation, what advice would you give them as far as getting into the music, or just getting into like this lane of music, as far as with your struggles, your situation, your ups and downs? What would you tell them, as far as like what to look out for, just give them the rundown on the ups and downs, man. Just a good route to take.
One, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Like, that's as much as criticism you get, it's good to take criticism and shit, because, you know what you gotta work on, how you gotta do things. Two, you gotta cut your circle small. If it's looking like, that might be your peoples and shit, your boys that you grew up with and shit, but you gotta cut your circle small, because that hate will come into your path. It will get in the middle of your path and shit of success, and you can't let that happen. 3, work hard. You gotta have the work ethic. You gotta keep working every day. Push yourself into it. Wake up.
Yes, sir.
Rap. Write. Even if you feeling down, pick up the pad, pen and paper, pick that shit up and write how you feeling. And it could be, you don't never know, it could be a hit or something like that.
Right. So to the ones that don't know, including myself, what is a typical day for CBG Trilly? Like, what is your just on a day thing you do? You get up, what do you do? Get up, write music, take a walk, or what's just a typical day, man, to keep the juices flowing in your brain, man, for you to just create something and create that spark?
Man, that's every day. Okay. Every day I'm working at this shit for real, man. Shit crazy, G.
So that's an everyday. Just wake up.
Everyday thing. Listen to beats. Get in the mirror, freestyling while the beat playing in the background. Got a little system at the crib and shit. I be playing my music, my beats off of.
Cool. So before we get out of here, man, I got 2 more questions, man. What is for the audience that's listening and watching, what is a crazy fun fact about yourself that no one knows?
For real, I ain't got no crazy fun fact, for real.
You gonna keep the PG on here, man?
Yeah.
All right, so before we go, man, what can be last question before we get up out of here, man? CBG Trilly, what can we look forward to as far as just, what is gonna keep us interested in hearing your sound, listening to your music? You know what I'm saying? What can we look forward to in the future from you as an artist?
Well, more visuals coming 2020, starting 2020. I got another project coming, 10 tracks on it. I mean, I'm gonna put my all into this project. This gonna be the first project to be distributed everywhere anyways.
Okay.
So, you know, just keep working. You gotta keep pushing yourself. That's all.
For sure. So, and for the ones listening and supporting, and you know, your audience, where can we find your music and your content and your contact information as far as your music and all that? Where can we find your information to get in contact with you, man? Just to stay tuned in and stay, you know, just watching your growth. Where can we find you at?
The most active social media that I'm on right now, I'm gonna start getting active on all my social media stuff. But I'm on Instagram more than anything. But you could really just search me on Google. I got like an actual bio thing.
Okay.
It'll pop up like CBG Trilly.
Straight up.
No
So so you heard it first, man, from Columbus, Ohio's own CBG Trilly, man. Be on the lookout for his new up and coming music, his new visuals, and his growth in this process, man. Stay tuned. We got more to come.
Facts.